Welcome back to Bradley's Garage. We got another Passat B7 TDI video for you guys. Our NOx sensor went bad, so we picked this one up for super cheap, like 30 bucks from the junkyard. So yeah, we're kind of rolling the dice. Maybe it'll last a year, maybe it'll last a month. But the new one, even from FCP, 450 bucks. So this thing is pricey. So let's get in there, show you how it's done. You're gonna get the car up in the air like we got here. We're gonna be coming in from the passenger side, it's the easiest, and we're gonna get under there and we're gonna show you how it's done. So I'm just gonna be using a oxygen sensor tool. This is a 22 millimeter, so it's just gonna slide over that sensor, and then it's in a exhaust pipe. So I'm gonna use a flex head ratchet, so 3/8. You might need to put a little cheater bar on here depending on how rusty and tight yours are, but anyway, let's get underneath that car and show you how it's done. All right, so you kind of get underneath, you're towards the rear of the car, you have your little valve here, and you're going to slide your tool, your socket, over the sensor and get it into position. And then I'm going to get my ratchet on, and then like I said, see, you're kind of underneath you're in a groove for the exhaust, so you don't have a straight shot with the ratchet, so that's why a flex head comes in handy. Okay, wasn't bad. I think I took this out a while ago too. Some guy said you could soak it and repair it, but obviously that didn't do anything. So we're going to take a gamble with the junkyard and see what happens. So this follows along the car here. All right, so we're going to have to loosen a couple of these 10 millimeters to hold this plastic shield underneath. Because the connector for this is up underneath here. So you just want to be able to have it so it's dangling, and then you can see inside here the connection point. So it also uses a 10 millimeter. It has a little safety clip on the connector, a little gray. So you have to slide it back to release the lock. It has like a lock thing, so just slide it back, and then you can unplug it. Okay, so after you get the plastic, you got this unplugged, you need to switch over to an 11 millimeter. Don't ask me why they switched it to 11, but then you have two plastic nuts here. Take that one off, and then the one in the front here. And that's holding the sensor besides the wire here. So those are just little clips, you just push them forward. There'll be another wire in for that exhaust valve. And remember, this one was underneath here on that clip, right? So we just feed it through. We don't have to unhook anything else. And all right, so this is the one that came off the car, the 03 Hell. So this one's the little bit newer one. The one from the junkyard was looks like the original 2012, 2013 car. So the 8K0 number, that was the original, and then this is the revision. So they're actually up to I think AF now in the revision. So but the part is identical, just a different part number throughout the model year. So this one should work. So same thing in reverse. We're just going to put the sensor through that because we know we need a little loop over here. And then what I like to do is just get it back into position. And that way you know where the cable needs to go. You can really just do it by hand. I mean, just plastic nuts there, so. Then simply plug in the harness and then push your lock pin forward. And then we can get our wire into the clip. And if the other one fell out, just make sure the wires are in. Okay, and then now we'll get the sensor in. Now you can just push this up by hand and get a couple of them started. You want to make sure you're on the little screw. Snug them up. Okay. All right, so this one you don't need to worry about. Some oxygen sensors, you know, the collar is stiff. So on this one, it's good. So you don't need to rotate any wire around. Just make sure you got slack. You can get it started. And then we'll slide on our socket. Okay. Slide that off and then put this last clip back in. That way you have as much slack as possible. All right. Okay. All right, so I got the VCDS hooked up. Obviously, we have our NOx sensor fault, the P2201, the check engine light is on, obviously. So we're just going to go ahead and clear the codes now that we have the new one in. All right, so go ahead and clear the codes. Codes have been erased. Close the controller. All right, and then we'll just double check. All right, we got no codes. Okay, so we're gonna take it for a spin, drive it around a little bit, and see how it's working. All right, we're taking it for a little spin. First drive, obviously we fire it up. We don't have immediate check engine light. Before with the old sensor, as soon as you turn the car on, it didn't like it, electrical malfunction, whatever. So we'll do a couple drive cycles, make sure everything looks good, but all in all, pretty quick repair. You can save, you know, like I said, we don't know how long this one's gonna last, but for 450 bucks, I could literally go to the junkyard 12, 13 times and get used sensors and, you know, roll the dice. Maybe they'll last for a year, maybe they'll last for 100,000 miles. So we like to, you know, save some money over here. So we'll get a little more, take a couple trips, start it, stop it a few times, make sure we get a good cycle, and we'll call it good. All right, guys, thanks again for hanging out with Bradley's Garage. Hopefully that helps you out with your NOx sensor on your B7 Passat. This is the 2012, 2015. I think they all use the same number. Like I said, it's pretty easy to swap out. Doesn't take you too long. You just got to get the car up high enough so you can get in there and work at things. So stay tuned on the channel. We got a couple more B7 videos coming up. We got timing belt water pump on this guy and the flat motor underneath the dash. We're going to show you how to get it done without taking the dash out. So that'll be cool. Thanks again for hanging out, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.